We need Democrats to fight dirty. We need them to fight fire with fire. And here we are seeing Gavin Newsom willing to do that. He said, okay, if Republicans have thrown out the playbook, if they have abandoned not only the American people and the rule of law, we can't sit here and say we're not going to get our hands dirty and be able to win against their overt, brazen cheating. So Newsom and Hochul and Governor Pritzker and others are saying, like, okay, well, if Republicans are now saying it's not cheating, it's perfectly legal, it's fine, it's justifiable for them to gerrymander whenever they want. Okay, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
And as someone that supported independent redistricting as an elected official when it first was presented to the voters of California, it took me a little bit to get on the other side of this. But now I'm realizing, to your point, the existential nature of this moment. And the other side, there are no rules. They're assassins in this respect in terms of the approach they take to power and to ultimately control. And so, we're not only going to fight fire with fire, we're going to punch above our weight. California is the size of 21 state populations combined. We have an independent redistricting. We have not gerrymandered our state. No state has more to give to this contribution of the counteroffensive than the state of California. So we'll neuter what they're doing in Texas, but we'll one up that because we'll take some of the more competitive districts, and they'll be less competitive as a consequence. And to your point, it's an arms race. I'm not naive about that. But it's also, we're a race to 250. Next year is the celebration of the founding fathers and the vision that the founding fathers laid out, the best of Roman Republic, Greek democracy, system of checks and balances, the rule of law, popular sovereignty. It's all at risk. And so forgive me for belaboring the point. But I think the point you're making is a difficult one, is how you reconcile those two things. You want to do the right thing. You want to, sort of aspire to the better angels. But we also have to be accountable.
Exactly. Gavin Newsom, for all my criticism of him, he has shown up with the kind of courage that is required in this moment. He needs to have the follow through. So far, we've seen him have the follow through against Trump and the fascists, and he needs to have it here. And Governor Kathy Hochul in New York said something similar. You have to fight fire with fire. All's fair in love and war. We are seeing Democrats who understand the message. We are seeing Democrats who are showing up to the fight, but not enough of them. We need all of them to come to the party. We need all of them not only to hold the line for democracy, but to push back against fascism. This is not a time for passivity.